Hej, witam na 34. odcinku Dragon Age Inkwizycja na modach. Oczywiście zaczniemy od sali narad. Potem znów zamienimy parę słów z Joss. Zobaczymy, jak potraktujemy tych napastników i całą tą akcję z polowaniem na Joss. Raporty. I tutaj impreza po zabiciu smoka. Jak te łuski lśnią, piękne są, zaiste. Twój dar pozwoli mi urzeczywistnić marzenia. Och, jakież przedmioty w snach z takich łusek wykonywałem. W zamian Heren prześlę ci wszystkie moje notatki. Są trochę nieuporządkowane, ale może twoi kowale odnajdą w nich jakieś przydatne wskazówki. Wait. No i mamy znakomity amulet siły woli. Pięknie. Dobrze. A teraz tutaj mamy raporty. Sojusze w atmosferze klinczu. Mimo zamiaru utworzenia nowego opozycyjnego wobec nas ciała politycznego, rody szlacheckie są zbyt zajęte własnymi niesnaskami, żeby chociaż uznać istnienie inkwizycji. Zdobyliśmy kolejnych partnerów handlowych, którym nie w smak było czekać, aż na scenie pojawi się zwycięzca. I złoto. Dobrze, i jeszcze zapasy ze szmaragdowych mogił. Dotarł transport surowców ze szmaragdowych mogił. Embryum. Dobrze.
Have you heard anything?
O,
Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do.
tak. I gdzie tu mamy tą operację? Znajdź parkiet tą patrona albo zniszczenie kontraktu domu spoczynku. My wybierzemy to, tak jak Lil polecała. Liliana chce posłać swoich szpiegów, by odnaleźli kontrakt na życie Józefiny. Jeśli sam dokument zostanie zniszczony, dom spoczynku nie będzie mieć powodu, by w dalszym ciągu posyłać na nią zabójców. Jednak zinfiltrowanie domu spoczynku będzie wymagać czasu i prawdopodobnie kilku ofiar. No i cóż z tego? Ryzyko jest duże, inkwizytorko, ale to najszybszy sposób, aby pozbyć się zagrożenia. No idziemy na to. Okej. Co tu jeszcze mamy? Tewinterski ruch oporu. Otrzymałem wieści od Mevaris. Wygląda na to, że ten jej ruch oporu zdobył poparcie zgodnie z jej oczekiwaniami. Problem w tym, że pochodzi ono od idealistycznych magistrów pozbawionych realnej władzy, zaś prawdziwymi graczami są ci, którzy widzą w jej ruchu zagrożenie. Czytając między wierszami wnioskuję, że Mevaris jest w większych tarapatach niż okazuje. Jest przebiegła, lecz przydałoby się jej większa pomoc, inaczej ruch oporu w ogóle się nie rozwinie. Decyzja należy do ciebie, lecz moim zdaniem każdego wroga Venatori warto mieć za przyjaciela, Dorian. I co tu Joss oferuje? Inkwizycja jest siłą, z którą należy się liczyć nawet w Tewinterze. Otwarcie ogłośmy nasze poparcie dla ruchu oporu, albo... Kal. Wyślijmy na północ paru templariuszy, oczywiście w przebraniu. Prawdziwych templariuszy, takich, którzy potrafią zakłócać magię. Ta pomoc powinna jej wystarczyć. Ja myślę, że Kalen tu ma rację. Bierzemy Kalena do tego. No i została Joss. Co tutaj mamy? Ruda Jenny mówi, padnij i łap. A to zakończono, a tu coś mi wisi. Ukończono, dobra. Zapasy z Empris, a tu łowy na cień smokoliszka, a tu... Dobra, łowy na cień smokoliszka. Nasza badaczka sprawdziła wszystko, co wiadomo o smoczych gatunkach i wierzy, że zna sposób na wywabienie stworzenia, które może posłużyć za wierzchowca. Smokoliszek to rzadko spotykana bestia. Czujna, płochliwa, lecz wytrzymała i silna. Z pewnością nie jest to typowy dodatek do stajni. Ale czyż inkwizycja nie dowiodła, że nie ma w sobie nic typowego? No i tu została Joss. Nasi sojusznicy dopilnują, by odpowiednio rozmieszczono przynęty i powiadomiono nas o rezultatach. No ja i tak nie używam
At your service.
tych zwierząt. I chyba już nic nie zrobimy, prawda? Tutaj coś się nie wyświetliło. Także to wszystko. No i teraz zobaczymy, jak tam, jak Joss zareaguje na nasze radykalne działania. Joss?
A pleasure.
Jakieś wieści?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Aha, czyli to wszystko.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Dobra, i teraz... No i to wysłaliśmy skrytobójców. Czemu to się pokazuje? Dobra, teraz chcę do byka. Lecimy do byka.
Inquisitor.
Co byku powie o naszym... Dobrze trafiłam? Oczywiście, że źle. Oczywiście, że źle trafiłam. Tu jest ta knajpa. Rany boskie. No właśnie. A jeszcze powiedz coś, Harding.
Going well, I hope?
Ty jesteś tutaj taka urosza, a Welgard nie do zniesienia.
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
Aha, okej, to wszystko.
Take care.
Tutaj jest byku.
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the vile. Uncertain pause for home and cause when met the monster. Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard.
Jesteś bardem?
Are you a bard like those of Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way, if only I can give your deeds their due.
Czy myśmy tej rozmowy nie odbyli w azylu?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing that you know well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds. Inquisitor, I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Carry on then.
Oh, I will do my best, Inquisitor.
Dobra, byku. Gdzie ty tu siedzisz? Tu jesteś.
Inquisitor, come have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
A co to jest?
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras lok.
And what does that mean?
It means drink.
Okej. Rynkol. Tłuczone szkło.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest.
To chyba wolę tłuczone szkło.
That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
A co to znaczy w języku Kunari?
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the fight too. What does it mean?
Nie było go z nami.
Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
Lepiej.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Dlaczego smoki są święte?
Why do you think the Gunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
To był ogniowy. No to i teraz co by tu odpowiedzieć? Może to pierwsze.
It's a shame we had to kill the dragon.
Damn good fight. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink.
Wypij.
Nice. To dragons.
Za złe trunki.
So whatever this is and the hangover it's going to give me tomorrow.
Anan.
Dobra. Byku, jeszcze coś. Czy to wszystko?
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
No to znowu idziemy pić w takim razie.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone.
Jeszcze
How
nam
you
nie
doing,
przeszło
creme
po
de la
tamtym.
creme?
Your worship, I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Krem nie brzmi źle.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Cune.
They ever wear shirts under the Cune, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
O właśnie, dlaczego udajesz mężczyznę?
You don't have to pass for a man to be a mercenary.
I'm not passing as anything.
In Kunadar, creme would be an akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the Chargers, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Skąd pochodzisz, skałku?
Were you born on the surface or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Czemu opuściłaś klan Daliko?
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
Jesteś uzdrowicielem łapiduchu?
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Co tu cię sprowadziło, koso?
So, how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
A skąd jesteś, Mruku? Ciekawe, czy odpowie.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or a chieftain. Something like that.
Robi wrażenie.
You've got a good company, Bull.
We do all right.
No man can beat the Chargers, 'cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with those cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
No dalej.
Good to see you, boss.
Opowiedz o Seheronie. Czy myśmy już o tym gadali?
Can you tell me more about Seheron?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talva Shoth, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
Nie pamiętam, czy wszystko gadaliśmy, więc gadamy.
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Tell me about the Talvashoth.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss. Pleasure as always, boss.
I'd like to hear more about the charges.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even went giant baiting once.
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That was actually your plan, to let a giant chase you.
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, I've got horns, you've got pointy ears, and those freaky big elf eyes. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vince.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people... It's too much work to hate them one by one.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
I tu jest genialnie pokazane właśnie sprawa tożsamości płciowej bez narzucania ideologii. Welgard w tym temacie wyłożył się całkowicie. Dramat.
Damn, these are good. Are these nuts or seeds or whatever? They're good.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
No to teraz Krem. Chodź tu. Znowu stoisz na krześle. Naprawdę, aż tak z wysoka. Musisz mnie traktować.
Inquisitor?
Opowiedz mi o sobie.
I wanted to talk about you, if that's all right.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not mages. I was a soldier, but women joined the ranks under a different program. When they found out I was passing, it got ugly. I ran, met Bull near the border, and ended up here. Not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
You said you left Tevinter when they discovered your secret.
Women are allowed to serve, but only in certain ranks and disciplines. I was up for promotion, but the healer I'd bribed to sign off on my physical had to tend to a sick magister. When the replacement healer saw what was or wasn't in my paths, he made threats. It was slavery or death, so I knocked him out and ran.
Why did you decide to live as a man?
I didn't decide anything. I've been like this my whole life. My parents wanted me to marry up. They tried to find me a nice merchant's son. Every day, put on a dress, look into my father's shaving mirror, and just hate myself.
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body. When I was younger, I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. In Tevinter, dreams like that get you killed. Bull helped me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
How did your family react when you started?
My mother wanted to throw me out. She said if I didn't marry well, I was dooming the family to slavery. She was happy to take the money I set as a soldier, though. Not that it mattered in the end. My father. When I was little, he'd angle his mirror down so I could pretend to shave, just like him. He never said anything, but I think he knew.
What's Tevinter like for a citizen? Someone who isn't a slave or a mage?
I'm of the Separati, citizens who aren't mages. Mages are in charge and everyone knows it. But a wealthy merchant can have an easy life. At the low end, people just try to stay out of slavery. My father was a tailor. I joined the army after the Imperial slaves drove him under.
How did slaves drive your family out of business?
My father made shirts, aprons, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy. One of the magisters had a pet project to prevent the poor from dying of cold in the winter. Nice, right? You get Imperial slaves making simple peasant clothes and selling them for almost nothing. That magister's nice idea put out slave-made clothes at prices my father couldn't match.
Who would buy goods made by slaves knowing they'd be hurting a citizen's business?
People with enough money for a new shirt or a loaf of bread, but not both. My father sold himself into slavery. He's one of the Servus Publicus, the Imperium-owned slaves now.
We'll talk later.
Your worship?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the chargers?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Can we talk about the Bull's chargers?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
No i to chyba też już rozmawialiśmy w azylu, już nie pamiętam.
Do the chargers specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
We'll talk later.
Dobra, Krem, czy to wszystko?
Your worship?
O, będzie powtarzać. Dobra, i mamy operację w azylu. Dobra, no i Krem jest całkiem w porządku, a najbardziej lubię, jak sobie dogryzają z Bykiem. To jest mistrzostwo świata.
And they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing though, I can't recall.
Dobra, znowu nam na rozmowach upływa prawie cały odcinek. Tak to jest. Chyba Kas ma nam coś do powiedzenia. No, mama. O.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Nie wtrącaj się.
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand her over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise. Look at her. She's finally lost it.
Nie. Zabawne, ale nie, przestańcie się bić.
All right, you've both made your points. We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Ale to nie wina Varricka.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
O nie, to nie w porządku. To nie w porządku, Cassandro.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
A się porobiło?
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
A gdyby stało się inaczej?
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Templars in Kirkwall, but she had so many enemies. I could have been one of them. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Nie obwiniaj się.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
No, jakie dialogi? Cass, jeszcze coś?
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor.
O.
Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Oczywiście.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Jasne. No i teraz co powiesz, Cass?
Do you have any advice for me?
Nothing I can think of. No.
Dobra.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
No i nam na gadaniu cały odcinek przyszedł. No naprawdę. I teraz tak, ja teraz chcę do Blacka. Black. Którędy najbliżej do ciebie. Bo coś, wydaje mi się, że on też będzie miał coś ciekawego do opowiedzenia. A potem jeszcze do Varricka. Rany boskie, chyba Solas też. To jest właśnie Inkwizycja. Tok, tok, tok. Black. Black? Modli się.
Yes?
O, mamy dialog. Czy strażnicy są zdeprawowani?
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
No nie wiesz.
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
W jakim stanie jest twój umysł?
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
A jeszcze?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Dobra, to już gadaliśmy.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
After all, co jeszcze?
Yes?
Dobra, to wszystko.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Dobrze. To teraz znowu do twierdzy wracamy. Masakra.
He's in the deal. The people.
Tak, to o mnie.
What people? People who need him. That is so vague as to be meaningless.
I jeszcze jest call do rozmawiania i sera i normalnie... Nie wiem, jak to ogarnąć wszystko. Dobra, może Weryk teraz będzie miał coś ciekawego do powiedzenia. I Sol. A potem musimy znowu do Salinara wrócić i Joss. Weryk? O, właśnie, jest. Już się uspokoiła.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
Porozmawiaj z Cass.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Nie masz za co przepraszać. Coś jeszcze? O.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
Kim on jest?
You said he was a darkspawn, or a magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
Wcześniej już go pokonaliście.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
Jak znaleźliście to więzienie?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Wszystko da się zabić.
Nothing is unkillable.
I'm not so sure about that. Do the things in the Fade really die? Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
To nie twoja wina.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Jeszcze? No jeszcze! Rany boskie. Walczy z wiatrakami?
Battling the demons of paperwork. That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
Jestem taka jak ty.
I'm a person like any other. You don't have to treat me differently.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm overthinking things. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
Nie mogę być kimś więcej niż sobą.
There's no way I can be bigger than myself, Varric.
Sure you can. You don't see yourself like they do. The sky tears open, demons everywhere. To ordinary folks, these are the end times. The only hope they have is you. You're the sign that somebody might hear their prayers. That maybe they're not abandoned after all. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Tylko nie śpiewaj.
Please don't tell me you're going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Jasne. No i tym dialogom nie ma końca. Dalej, Varric?
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Wszystko. Mogę zrezygnować z rozmowy na szczęście. Dobra. Sol, czy z tobą będzie rozmowa?
My friend.
My friend? To duża nobilitacja.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Bye. Dobra. To w takim razie, co ja jeszcze mówiłam, że została mi Joss.
Yes?
Nie.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Czyli nic, to w takim razie wracamy na salę narad. Chyba Lil ma jakiś raport z naszej tajnej misji. O właśnie, zniszczenie kontraktu domu spoczynku. Inkwizytorko, zrobione. Dom spoczynku dobrze się ukrywał, ale niewielka grupa agentów zniszczyła kontrakt na życie Józefiny. I znalazła też interesujące informacje o przyszłych celach. Józefina nie będzie zadowolona, że wybraliśmy ten sposób, ale wolę jej niezadowolenie niż śmierć. Liliana. Jej wpływy. Świetnie. I co tutaj? Dostawy, ale tu nam się coś pokazało po stronie Fereldenu. Ale zajęte, zbadaj ruiny. Właśnie, to zajęte. To w takim razie sobie weźmiemy dostawy z Empris. Ja to już chyba czytałam, więc Lil idzie po
Inquisitor.
zasoby. Dobra. I teraz Jezusie, jak tu jest wszystkiego. Czy tutaj coś mam? A jeszcze Kal jest do odwiedzenia. Dobra. Jeszcze nie, bo jak oni mają tyle dialogów, to Kal też ma jakiś dialog. Idziemy do Kala. No. A potem będziemy wracać na święte równiny. Ach, ja się muszę spotkać z Joss znowu w Valorojo. Dobra, święte równiny poczekają. Dobra, Kal. Czy ja idę dobrze? Nigdy nie wiem. Nie w tą stronę lecę. W to. Czy ja muszę ze schodów skręcać w lewo? Czy tu mamy znowu coś ważnego? Oni wszyscy mieli cutscenki. Kal, może ty też?
Was there something you needed?
Nie. Masz mi coś do przekazania?
Is there anything I should know?
I believe Dagna has settled in well.
O.
She's certainly very cheerful.
Is that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. But the risk is small at present.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
No to jeszcze kiss. Dawaj.
Do you have some time?
Of course.
Think you could slip away?
I believe so. Wait for me.
No to nie ma już co go o nie spytać, a więc od razu przenosimy się do Waldrojo. I zakończymy to zadanie. Teraz tu. Wszystko jedno gdzie. I wszystko jedno kogo ze sobą weźmiemy. Albo nie. Albo tak. Dobra. Potwierdzę.
Shut it! You know the rules about friends.
Oczywiście znowu będę błądzić, czy znajdę właściwy kierunek? No, chyba tak. Tu jest Joss. Dobra, no.
I read Liliana's report. Her people infiltrated the League of Assassins targeting you. The contract on your life has been destroyed. You should be safe now.
And thus we outwit the House of Repose.
Myślałam, że się ucieszysz.
This was for your safety, Josephine.
I've no doubt that the guild was staffed by vicious men and women, Inquisitor. It's simply... Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer?
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
Jak zostałaś bardem?
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Val Royal when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
A teraz jesteś dyplomatką.
How did you go from being a wandering singer to an ambassador?
In a very sad fashion. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard threw a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
To była samobrona.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
Masz do tego za miękkie serce.
You of all people should know you can't play the game without bloodshed.
Never as the first resort, Inquisitor. Never as a way that makes currency of lives. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
Uratowałaś rodzinę.
Hold on to it. Don't lose sight of why you came here.
I will never forget you helped save the House of Montillier, Inquisitor. And should you ever visit Antiva, Stories of the welcome we'll give you will be told for years.
Nareszcie zakończyło się. Dobra, to my teraz tak. Uciekamy stąd. Wracamy szybko do podniebnej twierdzy. Od razu skrótem do Joss.
What did Sir Blackwall say?
He says so long as we only threaten the Warden's right of conscription without invoking it.
Please thank him for me. It is useful to slip into negotiations now and then. A pleasure.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Ja myślałam, że Joss trochę skomentuje uratowanie jej życia. Dobra, to my teraz przenosimy się... Święte równiny. Tu. I teraz tak, ja chcę powiedzieć, że ja poza nagraniem odkryję całą mapę, pozbieram odłamki i wykonam też te astraria. To mi może trochę zająć, więc jak parę dni nie będzie odcinków, to wybaczcie, w te miejsca albo wskoczy Dishonored, albo Mass Effect, zobaczymy, bo to mi trochę zajmie. A też będę nagrywać całe to wędrowanie, żeby pokazać wam migawki i generalnie rozmowy między postaciami. Ale bieganie tutaj, oczywiście szczeliny będziemy też razem otwierać, ale odkrywanie mapy i bieganie tutaj, w ogóle Święte Równiny mają tak trudną powierzchnię, że wiele miejsc nie da się w ogóle dostać. Postacie prawie nic nie mówią w czasie tej eksploracji, więc takie odcinki byłyby strasznie nudne, a ja też nie wiem, o czym miałabym gadać w tym momencie. Dlatego tak, tutaj skok do obozu. Ja sobie na te rozmowy wezmę najlepszą ekipę, czyli Sera, ale zamiast wezmę sobie 2 magów, żeby było ciekawiej. Dor, bo nie będę żadnych walk toczyć. I Sol. I te dialogi powinny być przezabawne. Dobra, potwierdź. Także w następnym odcinku, jak się zobaczymy, to całe Święte Równiny powinny być przynajmniej tyle, ile się da, odkryte, bo część terenów trzeba odkryć operacjami. Także tyle, ile się da, tyle będzie odkryte. A tymczasem dzięki za oglądanie. Trzymajcie się do następnego. Na razie, pa!